In this lesson in Educator.com's lessons on WordPress, we're going to talk about an exciting new feature called widgets. Now, widgets are pretty much the thing that kind of adds on to the WordPress software. It's sort of like the apps in an iPhone, the extra little features in your car. So widgets are, and this is what really popularized WordPress for many of us. We're going to go into widgets. Well, first of all, we're going to talk about what they are and then where to find them and, of course, how to handling them and, of course, dragging and dropping. You'll understand what I'm going to talk about in just a few seconds over here. So what are widgets? Well, widgets are basically a piece of coding, or I guess some people like to call it software, but not really. To me, it's coding that adds to WordPress. Okay, so you're adding an extra component, extra features. I'll just write this all down. Extra, that's one ugly E. Extra components. Okay, extra features. Extra bells and whistles. Okay. It's just extra stuff. And so in other words, but basically, like I mentioned before, it's coding that you usually have to install. And don't worry about installing it. That's going to be covered in the next lesson. So, or sometimes WordPress has widgets that are pre-installed, as we will see in a second here. And so we're going to discuss where to find them. So it's just basically add-ons. And in other words, they're also called plugins, okay? It's just a nice, nifty way of calling plugins that appear on the right side, and I don't know why they call it, I think it's right or left side of the WordPress. And we'll show you in a second here. We'll go to a browser, and widgets on the right-hand side, from recent posts to archives, meta, blog roll, those are all widgets. Okay, they provide extra information, and it usually appears on this side, but depending on the theme that you choose, it can also appear on the other side, the left side, or maybe even two sides, okay, as we're about to find out. So let's move on to the next slide and see what we're talking about here. Okay, so this is the widgets page. And if you were to go to your browser, basically, and open up your WordPress, by the way. So basically what you do is you scroll down until you hit Appearance, and then you see the widgets link over there. And then you'll be taken to the widgets page. And in the widgets page are already pre-installed widgets. Okay, so these are widgets that are already installed. Now, some of them you'll have to install yourself, but a lot of times WordPress, especially you know, the WordPress that is hosted in the WordPress servers, like I'd mentioned, WordPress.org, I believe it was. You can go ahead and open that account, and you'll see that a lot of widgets have already been pre-installed. And let's look at some of my accounts here that have already been opened. As you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and increase the size. I always have to do that every now and then.